So Dennis Lin of The Athletic had an interesting little tidbit in his latest piece. Padres, of course, have risen up by the middle of the season. They're top 10 now in minor league system rankings and have 4 or even 5 players ranked in the top 100 in the minor leagues, if you include, I think Samuel Zavala checked in at right around 100 on at least one of the lists. But Dennis Lin said that the Padres are considering a late season call-up of Jackson Merrill, who is one of their top prospects, top 10 prospect in all of baseball, and has been really hitting the ball well in Double-A San Antonio right now. And you can't make any trades at this point. The trades they did make at the deadline have been pretty disappointing. I know Garrett Cooper's starting to swing the bat a little bit better the last couple of days, and Rich Hill didn't pitch terribly yesterday. He actually pitched pretty well, let's be honest, but didn't work out.
Yep.
So what can you do? Not much other than, maybe look in your own system. Now, is this a desperation move? Is this a smart decision to start his service time clock right now when, the odds are that, coming back this season, probably Jackson Merrill can't save things at this point. With
how does it start his service time officially? Because
when you bring him up,
you bring him up, but let's say you bring him up for the last 2 weeks of the year or whatever. Then let's say he breaks camp. He has a really good spring training and breaks camp. Next year would be his rookie year.
It would still be his rookie year, but he'd more than likely get closer to being one of those super twos where in his instead of his 4th season to hit arbitration, you'd hit it in your 3rd season instead.
Just by getting called up.
By getting called up early, because you'd have that extra time on everyone. Now, that's not a reason to not call someone up. If you think they're ready and you think they can help, then you do that. That's what the minor league system is for.
Postseason, you do whatever it takes, and you worry about his year 4 in 4 years.
Was this ever part of the plan, or did Jackson Merrill's performance change the plan? Or
if it's Jackson Merrill's performance that changes the plan, great. That's what you should be doing as an organization. If it's your own failures at the major league level that is causing you to change the plan for your minor leaguers, that worries me a little bit. When you rush someone to the big leagues because you're desperate, then
I'm sure a Jackson Merrill call-up was not in the plans. You know what else wasn't in the plans? Not winning more than 3 games in a row all year.
No doubt. But
things change.
I guess. Huh. I don't know.
I don't hate it. Why not?
I don't love it.
I don't hate
Where's he going to play?
Outfield.
At the big league level. He's played like a handful of games in the outfield in spring. In
who's sitting down? Grisham? If he starts in the outfield,
and where's he playing?
Tatis
right?
Moves to center and Merrill plays in right.
Oh man.
I mean, I don't know. Or is he DHing?
But if he's a bench, if he's just going to come up here and Matt Carpenter the whole thing, keep him down there where you can get ABs and develop. This is the problem.
He would be a bench piece that you could actually potentially use.
I mean,
it's not a great way to introduce someone to the major league. Oh, I know they do September call-ups. At least they used to. They don't do it as much anymore, but guys who at least get a taste of the big league.
You know what? Well, it'd even be better if
I mean, the minor league seasons end in September.
That's true.
So he wouldn't be getting any action in the final month anyway.
But they're not talking about calling him up at the end. You're talking about calling him up soon.
Well, I mean, it's August.
It's almost September.
It's almost their season's over in a couple of weeks.
When's the call up?
September 1st is the roster expansion. You get 2 more roster spots now.
That would be 2 weeks from today.
2 weeks from today.
Yeah.
So if you called him up this weekend or next week and he sits the bench, then there's 2 week or a week and a half of ABs he's not going to get, which is probably.
I mean, are they talking about calling him up like tonight or in 2 weeks?
Dennis Lin said they're considering it. I don't know. I just don't know. I really don't. I would love to see him come up here and rake, but I don't want to see him come up here and sit.
Dennis writes the possibility of calling Merrill up to the majors in September.
September call up.
Okay.
Well,
that's fine. I guess that's fine then. Like, come up, get a little taste, get your cup of coffee.
See what he can do in a pinch hit role.
I don't care, and I think the organization doesn't care about the service time manipulation, even though I think sometimes, it's fiscally a smart thing to do. But if a kid is ready and he's earned it, then, you want to come up and ride the pine, get a couple ABs, be around the guys, to now next year work your ass off in break camp. Okay, no problem. Teams call up guys all the time.
Yeah,
This is not.
I don't think he's getting called up to
start and left.
Be your leadoff hitter every
All
night.
All right. Well, I'm willing to think that could still be a good thing for the kid then.
Yeah.
If that's the case. But first time we've even heard it speculated that the Padres might bring up one of their top prospects.
I think you could even look at it as that's like a motivator
Of course,
you know what I mean?
Is
You're
it-
like, give this kid a taste. You're like, I've worked, I've grinded, I had a good minor league season, and I've been rewarded by getting a glimpse of what my future holds.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
Especially he's not taking up anybody else's spot, right? Who
I
else?
mean, we already have a bunch of dead spots on the bench anyway. So what's one more?
Right, but you get those roster spots in September
For that.
So you're like,
All right.
where's
If
it
it's
go?
September, it's fine. If it's like next week, I'm like, oh God. All right. That feels a little panicky to me, but what do I know? Nothing.